season?
I mean, I can say this is the most happiest I've ever been in playing basketball. And I tell the guys, man, like, the season went by so fast, and because it was so much fun I had. It was a lot of joy, you know, be around Steve and his group, you know, be around the players, you know, and the training staff, you know, they all made me feel welcome. And I feel like it went by so fast, and like most teams I've been to go on, it feels like it was very long, you know, like when I'm getting out of here. But this organization, I never felt one day like, yo, like I can wait for summer, like I'm really mad I have to like go enjoy summer, because basketball was so fun, meeting basketball was so fun, preparing every day for a playoff game was fun, and I really enjoyed being here, man.
How do you view your future here? I mean, you're under contract, obviously, a few more years.
I mean, keep it real. Like, you understand, you see the value of spacing for this team. You know, just keep it real. Like, you know that you can't be Steph out there. You know, and you see how they play me in the Minnesota series when he was not out there. You know, it's just the value of spacing and shooting is much needed in this league and for this team. So I want to be around here forever. I mean, like until I'm not needed. You know, but I know that this is a business, but I love being here, man. I think that with Mike and Steve and the whole coaching staff, the training staff, you know, I feel like I created a fair relationship with everybody and the players. And I love being around there, and I'm sure they love me being around here. But I just understand this is a business; anything can happen. But yeah, I want to be here.
You all exit interviews today, talking to Steve, talking to Mike.
They were great. You know, like I told them, you know, things just. And you know, it's gonna take us time to, you know, figure it out, what's really gonna happen, things like that. You know, and I spoke to Steve about, you know, how he wanted me to, you know, just get better at rebounding more. And I feel like I was doing better before I got hurt. And I like where he was going with it. You know, he explained to me little things. You know, finding a resource from him. You know. About things like that, you know, I should hit him up, and I don't have no problem doing it.
I mean, you mentioned you and Steve. Do you feel like that relationship's in a fine spot right now?
I mean, since I've been here, you know, we had ups and downs, you know, but you know, he helped me to get here. So, you know, we had a lot of great moments. So I think our relationship been very good.
Obviously, your future will become a hot topic as restricted free agency gets here. How do you just view, you know, your future here and your future in the league?
I don't know. You know, I don't know. Still gotta figure it out. I don't know, but you know, I don't know. I still gotta figure it out. Just finished playing one day ago, so I haven't think about anything yet.
How difficult was, I mean, really your 4 years here, but particularly this season and kind of the yo-yoing in and out of the rotation, especially even in the playoffs?
I mean, it was some ups and downs, and you know, that's how life goes. But you know, I had fun. I had a great time. I enjoy playing, you know, here. Yeah, but there was some ups and downs.
Do you think
What is your kind of big picture view on Kuminga and his 4 years here, and you know the talent that he is, the fit that has kind of, you know, been a roller coaster, just and his future, and if it's here?
His future is bright. Whether it's here or whether it's somewhere else, his future is bright. That type of talent usually figures it out. And I think he will figure it out. Like I said, I don't know where that will be. But wherever it'll be, I think he'll be just fine. When I look at his 4 years, I think he's grown a ton. The player he was coming in here 4 years ago and the player that he is today, he made a couple plays in that game defensively yesterday. And I pulled him to the side. I said, now you're playing. because you're making reads defensively. I think maybe Nikhil Alexander-Walker had screen for Ant-Man and got the switch on. Maybe Buddy, could have been BP. I don't really remember who it was that switched on to him. JK starts diving down the paint with his man. Most guys in that situation go run with the man, leave that guy on the island, and then hope that the next guy go home. And he stopped. He ran with him. He saw that he wasn't looking, stopped at the free throw line, and went back and double teamed him. That's a play he wouldn't have made 3 months ago. And to most people, that's a very small play, but that is how you stop problems on the defensive end before they happen. So to see him taking those steps, I think that's more special than the offensive steps he's taking, because you're really starting to read the game now. And so I think same thing I've always believed. His future is extremely bright. In this business that we're in, there's no way to be certain that that'll be here or somewhere else. But the beautiful thing about it is, when you're a talent like that, people usually find a way to make it work. So whether that's the Warriors finding a way to make it work or another team finding a way to make it work, he has my utmost love and support, because I want to see him do well. And in an ideal world, that'll be here. But this game we play, in this sport we're in, and this business we're in, it ain't always ideal. So see what happens, but definitely wishing him the best of luck with his free agency, because we've all been there before. It's a very stressful place. But it's the nature of the business. So I think he's taking tremendous strides, and I think he'll continue to grow.
The future of the center spot for this organization, and how much it's going to be, you when it comes down to it, or how much you might need just more reinforcements at this stage of your career?
I am the center of the future. No, I'm just playing.
I mean, you might be right.
No, honestly, listen, Loon has been here for 10 years.
Yeah.
And he's been incredible. That was a key cog in us winning the championship in 2022. Trace has grown a lot, over the past 2 years. Of being was he 52nd pick or something like that?
57.
57.
Quentin was 52nd.
And, the strides that he's made has been incredible. What we do at the position, I'm not sure. That's not really my role, but what I will say is I think you always have to be looking to get better. If you're not looking to get better in this league, if you're not looking to get better in this league, you're either getting better or you're getting worse, because everyone else is doing the same. And so I don't know what happens. I think, Mike will take a deep look at all of those things. I know whenever I'm called up on the play to five, I can. I think, there was a big, there was kind of a big worry with me playing the five so much this year. And I think I've answered those questions. I've been strictly a five since Jimmy's been here until 2 nights ago, so, and I think my body held up great. I feel great. I think I'm coming out of this season as healthy as I've come out of any season. And that was with logging 35 to 37 minutes a night for 3 straight months at the five position, fighting for a playoff spot. And so I know I'm cut out for it and can handle it, but I said we have to get better, and improving requires you to look at everything. So I'll always be an option for our organization, and if they want to go that direction, I'm always gonna be right. I wouldn't turn that down. What if it's like, oh man, you can start at the five or you don't start? Well, I'm gonna start at the five. It is what it is. I think when I look around the league, yeah, guys are big. Joker, Sengun, Zubac, Joel, healthy Joel, like, yeah, but I don't back down from anyone, and if that's what our organization decide to do, I'll be right here ready to go. And if they decide that want to go one of the fives on the roster, great. If they want to decide they want to go after someone, great. You know me, I'm always in favor of what's best for this organization. I can always see past myself when it comes to this organization.
Draymond, we know the
championship.
yeah, and then if we win some, it could be longer than that because I still think that we have a lot of great basketball left ahead of us. I don't think this age thing is anything. The way that everybody's taking care of their bodies, doing right, I think the potential is there. So this full season we got coming up ahead, I think we'll be able to find out.
Anything else?
Thank you.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Everything was kind of aligned for Game 6. I had some testing to do, and who knows how that would have went because I hadn't gone live since Game 1, and first time dealing with this injury. I was pretty optimistic, but there were a couple more check points to get through, but it's a great what if.
What's your summer look like as far as, like, you know, how restful do you want it to be?
I mean, we got what, 4 months? I don't have any Olympics, and it's gonna be just about rebuilding. You know, one, getting rest, like you said, getting away from the game for a little bit, and then rebuilding everything for, you know, another great run. So I'm gonna take full advantage of the off season, knowing I'm playing a lot of basketball for last year, and you know, a lot left in the tank to prepare for. So I'm excited about it.
Do you view this as like a 2-year window? I mean, you have 2 years left on your contract. Is that how you're viewing it?
Yes, but also I'm just looking forward to next year. Like, as this league reminds you, you know, you see teams that are still alive, you see the injuries that have happened, unfortunately, and nothing is, you know, guaranteed in terms of you being competitive or being a contender. So, yeah, our contracts are all me, Draymond, Steve, Jimmy, all 2 years, and we want this ride to last as long as possible, but it's just about what does this team need for next year, answering those questions over the summer, everybody preparing themselves individually to get through, you know, another 82-game season, hopefully with a little bit more of a little comfort room down the stretch where we don't have to have a, you know, 2-month gauntlet just to make the playoffs. So that's all we're really focused on right now, and I'm excited about it because there's clarity, although there are a lot of, you know, decisions that need to be made over the summer.
Kuminga is the player whose future is probably most uncertain with restricted free agency. What's your big picture view of his 4 years here and his potential future or non-future here?
I think he's grown a lot. He's been dealt a very tough hand, to be honest. Like, came in when we started 18 and whatever, two that year, and you know, he had some moments, but getting in the playoffs, didn't really have an opportunity, and we win a championship, and then you run it back, and you know, he's handled his business in terms of just getting better, and just trying to focus on what it means to, you know, become a better version of himself in the way that he plays, and the fact that he's had playing time in Haddon and been in rotation in Haddon, like that's tough for any player, let alone a young guy who's trying to figure it out in the league. So I commend him on just staying ready, see what he did the last couple games. That's not easy to do, to, you know, not know if your button's gonna be called or your number's gonna be called, and then go out there and perform. So I'm proud of the way that he's handled it. I hope the future is bright for him, whether it's here, whether it's wherever, and knowing that he's a guy in this league that can continue to you know, climb that ladder on his own pace. So I think he's gone through a lot that most people haven't in 4 years.
and seen a lot. So hopefully he's better because of it.